Hi, this is GunNut226. Today I'm looking at the Buck Vantage Select Small with the glass reinforced nylon handle. The reason that I went with the small is that currently where I live I can't carry a blade over 3 inches, and this blade is 2 5/8 inches. So I've tested this pretty extensively in my EDC for the past month or so. So that's pretty much why I went with the small over the large, although I would probably prefer the large in most, if not all, cases. But the small has done pretty well. So I'm going to talk about that today. First off, I guess, why did I buy this knife? I bought this knife because it fits well in my EDC, and I thought it would be a good little knife to test out. So first off, the blade steel. The blade steel is a 420 HC stainless steel. You can see it's worn pretty well over the last month or so that I've used it. There is a little bit of wear on it. It came sharp out of the box. I had no reason to touch it up until a little bit after, a couple weeks after I started using it. It got a little dull, so I did touch it up. But it held an edge pretty well. Cut a lot of cardboard, boxes, envelopes, normal EDC type stuff, tasks that you would use for. It has a nice little satin finish on it. It's not bad. You can see some striations or some streaking, if I can get the right angle here on it. It's probably due to the machining of this blade. It's a lower cost blade, so they probably did cut some corners in the machining. You can see there pretty well, I think. It does have some vertical streaking from machining artifacts, is my guess, or grinding artifacts. So overall, the blade is good. Another good thing about the blade right there, you can see it's a domestically produced USA blade. It's not an overseas blade. This is made domestically, so that's always an advantage when I'm looking to purchase a blade. Even at this price point, it's pretty high quality. It's domestically produced, so I'm very pleased with it. As you could see when I deployed it before, it's a very fast deployment. However, there is one issue that I have with this knife. You can see the thumb ramp is beveled out. However, my thumb does have an issue with it. I can't really get my thumb in there effectively to get it deployed very fast. So I do have to use the little nub to deploy it the way I like to deploy my knives. Quick, easy, fast. Let's take a look at the bushings, if we can see in there. They're phosphor bronze bushings. I think you might be able to see that. Hard to tell on the camera. Anyway, they're phosphor bronze and bushings in there on both sides, and it probably really helps with the speed of deployment. It's really nice. I really like the way this thing deploys. I didn't really have to adjust the pivot point at all, so that's a good thing. No problems in that area. I don't really like messing with the pivot points too much unless I really have to. Sometimes it takes a lot of finesse to get it right. Sometimes I do like to take the lower cost knives. Do have a tendency to come apart, so I like to take them apart, put a little Loctite on there, but I haven't had that problem with this one as of yet. And it's been a month in testing, so I don't think I'm going to have an issue. So it's been a good performer. You can see here that the lock type is a liner lock. Really like the liner locks. They seem to deploy maybe a little bit faster than some of the other some of the other locking types. That's kind of maybe why I prefer this one a little bit over some of the other locking types. I prefer liner locks, at least at this point. You can see here that there's no wiggle really side to side or up and down. It's very solid. No problems in that area. As far as the weight goes, the weight seems very reasonable. According to the website, it's 2.3 ounces for the carry weight. Take a look at our little scale, and we'll take a look and see what it weighs. Looks like we're about 2.204 ounces, which is really good. I can't beat that, right? So anything around 2 ounces, and probably anything under really 3 ounces, is probably pretty good for a carry. See, I kind of missed that a little bit. I didn't have really enough wrist action with being in front of the camera. It does take a little bit of doing, but it's still not bad. You just have to get used to it a little bit. If this thumb ramp, I'm usually used to thumb studs, so takes a little bit of work for me still. You can see my other review. I did a review on the Kershaw Chill just recently, and it also has a nice flipper deployment, but that deployment's a lot nicer than this one. So the handle material here is a glass reinforced nylon. It's a pretty nice handle. Can't really go wrong with it. Take a little bit of a close look at it here. The camera will focus. It does have some texturing on it, though it's pretty mild. Still gets the job done. Your hand doesn't really slip off it. It has good traction, some good grip on it. It retains in the pocket very well, actually. No problems in that area. I really like the way it retains in the pocket. I really like it. It's very nice. Overall, okay, still having a problem with the camera and the confined space that I'm in. Sorry about that. When you go to hold it, it locks up pretty well in your hand. I have no real problems with it. The one problem I do have is there's no jimping or anything on the backside, so it's pretty slick. It would be really nice if there was some jimping or some kind of other roughness that was on the backside a little bit. That would be a little bit better. But other than that, it holds really well in hand. No problems retaining it. And one of the real things that I really like about this is the clip. You can see here, it's a very nice and deep carry pocket clip. Like I've said multiple times before, here's one of the Jeep knives that I carry in my EDC for my in my left-hand pocket. So it has an emergency window breaker on it and a seatbelt cutter because I do a lot of driving. Anyway, it retains really well in pocket because of this pocket clip. It's really deep carry, and I like the blackened pocket clip a lot. I do wish that this pocket clip was blackened. That would make it a little bit better for me, but I'm not sure if it would look aesthetically as nice as it does, just the way it is currently. But it would really help me with a little bit of more concealment, so it's not as obvious when I'm carrying it in my pocket. Overall, it's a very nice clip design. You can see it's reversible from this side to this side, so it's always a tip-up carry. Obviously, they couldn't reverse it for tip-down or pivot carry because of the way the clip is designed. But that's really fine with me because this is perfect. I can't really improve on the clip at all. It doesn't get much better than that. And it hasn't really had a problem retaining my pocket, even on dress pants, dress slacks, cargo pants, the 511 dress uniform pants that I've been testing out recently. That's retained very well. So no problems there. So overall, it's a very nice knife. I highly recommend it. I paid $25 for this, I believe. I got it at Amazon. So it's a very high quality knife. Highly recommend it. And if you don't have one, I recommend you go out and get one. I can't really beat the Buck. It's a classic knife. The 110's been out there forever. They've been expanding their line a lot, and I liked it so much, I went out and I got another one. So I have two. I have one that I use and one for backup and reserve. For if anything happens to the first one. Pretty sure the buck warranty will kick in at some point. So hopefully I won't need to use it. Anyway, that's all I have for now. If you have any other questions, feel free to PM me. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.